morning, Kasper.
Good morning, Stefan.
Welcome.
Thank
Can
you.
you please introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Kasper Strandbygård, and I'm the CEO of a company called Multiverse, who's doing this project called Kogama, which is an online multiplayer service for creating user-generated games. So basically, it's about enabling everybody to create their own game and publishing them on the Kogama channel to basically become the game designer hero of the day, of the week, of the month, of the year.
And how old is your company?
It's a little more than a year old.
And how many employees are working?
We have 6 employees currently,
Yes.
and we started out we have 3 founders of the company.
Yes.
So we started with a blank piece of paper 1 year ago, and we prototyped for like 3 months, produced it within 9 months, and we went silently live December last year. And we started campaigning a little more than a month ago to get the first 10,000 users in there, testing this technology, but also testing the retention of the service, which have proven to be very, very high.
Is the technology something new on the market? The technology you're using?
Well, it's a mix. Of course, we are inspired by other projects, and this is actually an emerging genre called, you can call it play, create, share. I'm sure it will explode within the next few years. There will be a lot of competition in the area. Everybody's familiar with Minecraft. Yeah. Almost everybody. This is where you build the cubes, and we have the same technology, but our cubes can be modified. So you can change the edges and the corners of the cube. So it's way more expressive. You can also scale the cubes, so you can build much more detailed. And the users who are creating models for their game worlds, they can trade the models in the marketplace. They can sell them. And everything is hosted, so you don't need to install anything. It runs in the browser, and that differentiates us from competition. All these
so this is really your added value. And
yes, and people are recognized. Users are recognized. Yes. We can see it on the forums.
Right. Okay. Can you please explain what are the ownership conditions? You're 3 founders?
3 founders.
Yes. Private company?
Yes.
And when is the first time you've been asking for some financial support?
For this company, it was actually prior to kick off of the company. We pitched this idea to get our seed investor, and luckily they could see that they could share our vision, because we had nothing except for what it's like pitching a concept. We have all this vision and the energy to execute it, but we need somebody to believe that we can execute it. And we succeeded in that, so we founded the company with enough funding for a year, or a little less than a year. Then we were also so lucky that we got a government grant from Nordic Game Program. So that was enough to keep us alive for the first year. So we needed to execute the vision in a year, which was pretty tough. It's hard technology to do this.
Did you succeed? Or?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
We went live just before New Year's Eve, and we actually performed so well that we were able to get some more funding. So we are still alive, but we need more funding before we can become a profitable company. We basically need funding for the remaining development, because this will never get done. It's an online product, so it needs to evolve all the time. And we also need funding for marketing, which is a huge part of the budget, and we need funding for hosting the servers.
And how much time do you still need in order to develop the final product?
Well, the product is basically feature complete within a few months, 2 to 3 months. But we need a year in total before we are profitable.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.